I need to make the bed. Are you guys going to move? I said, are you going to move? It doesn't look like it, does it? Oh dear. Oh, come on. Get off the bed. Get off the bed. Get off. Finally. Okay, so it's the 13th today. We planted these, as you can see, on the 8th. Some of the tomatoes we planted 9th. But so far these are the results. We have the sweet banana peppers. There's nothing in there. Cilantro. We have basil. We have nothing in the Kentucky Wonder Pole bean yet, I don't think. Or the large cherry. But we have lettuce. We have, that's the grand bell pepper, nothing in there. Jalapeno peppers, nothing in there, but look at these babies. Look at those. That is the straight 8 cucumber, and we have all 8 of the corn. Come up. I don't think there's anything come up there. These are the beef. Oh no, they're the watermelons. Let's have a look. Beef steak, nothing yet. Oh, the zucchini. But Hale's best jumbo cantaloupe, going crazy. I don't think there's anything in the watermelon. They're the Orient Wonder beans. Don't think there's anything there. That might be. But we have a jack-o'-lantern coming up. And you can see that. A watermelon. And a butternut squash. So, things are progressing. I have to keep it, there's really strong winds coming today, so I'm going to have to keep a very close eye and make sure everything's okay. Oh, you can't really see in the light here. Look at the colour that's come out on that beautiful little echeveria, possibly? I'm not very good with my names. Can you see the pink? Gorgeous. So, I'll leave you there for now. I might do an update later today because things seem to come up just through the day itself. Well, Matt is. I'm just watching.
We're trying to bury a person standing straight up. That's kind of what we're doing.
As usual, we've kind of left the post too long.
She said
I know.
5 feet. Show your addition.
I help.
Birthday
It's
to
about to go, the cupcake's big.
you. Make a wish. Yay.
What?
That was quick. So it's been about a week since these were planted, I guess. Today's the 17th. So these are the beefsteaks. The only things we don't have yet are the bell peppers. Those haven't started growing. So that is a bell pepper. Or no, that's the banana pepper. Cilantro's growing. Basil's growing. This thing is the Kentucky Wonder pole bean. That's kicking butt. The cherry red tomatoes, the lettuce, the bell pepper, the grand bell, nothing yet. I finally got a jalapeno though. Cucumber, the straight 8, looking good. The corn is just out of control. The watermelon, we got 2 here, and then 2 coming in right there as well. I don't remember what kind of watermelon that is. And then down here we got the ultra cool hybrid watermelon. What is this? Butternut squash. This is pumpkin. The okra finally started coming. Another pumpkin. This is squash. The royal acorn. The Orient Wonder beans are ridiculous. More watermelon. Cantaloupe's doing really good. Nothing in here. And then the zucchini and the tomatoes. Now, another thing, and this is a question for you guys. Something has been coming in and eating Zoe's succulents. It could be one of the dogs, but that one's gone. One back there got knocked over, and the plant's gone. And that plant is gone. So, if you know of any animals out there, even if they're ants, that just love to eat Highworthias and stuff like that, let us know, because we gotta nip this in the bud. So, this is our kitchen scrap compost bin. You might be wondering what the hell is on top of that, and I'll tell you. My kid turned 16 yesterday, and the party, there was a bunch of junk food that apparently nobody knew how to shut the bags or boxes when they were put in the car. So all of this stuff was like on the floor in the back seat of the Honda. So now it is in this pile here. This is a completely different type of compost pile, which maybe we'll talk about at a later date. But this right here, we didn't really get a whole lot done this week, I don't think. It's been hot. It's been over 100. But this right here, if you could see, let me see. Can you see it? Oh yeah. So you see that line dug in the sand right there, about to where the shovel is. That is going to be the garden. And I think we're going to leave that creosote bush. And Liz, thank you for clarifying that for me. Yeah, I think it was going to go all the way to the end of the fence, which you can't really see. But if you count back from the shovel 3 creosote bushes, that's the end of the fence. So that's where it was gonna be, like from here all the way to there. But I think we're gonna start out small, even though it seems like we have more than enough stuff to plant. So yeah, so this is going to be the garden. Hopefully we'll get that done this week, and hopefully we will get the water tank in this week. I had to bury my kid's rat. It died. So that was kind of sad. And then for those of you who don't know, I don't know how we're going to handle this, but for those of you who know, we had 4 dogs: Gizmo, Sally, Fred, and Mina. And Sally is gone, the little white one. We don't know exactly what happened, but she either ran off after a coyote or a rabbit or something, or was nabbed by a coyote or an owl or something. So we could just kind of go by what was heard, and that was the day before we moved down here. So it's been kind of weird. And I think eventually Zoe will want to talk about it, but just not yet. And here I am separating trash, and you might recognize this character from a video from this last week. We're separating the trash, recyclable and trash stuff. I'm going to take the recycle to the recycling center and the trash to the dump. And I think that pretty much does it for the week. Again, not a whole lot happened. It was pretty crazy. So let us know down below if you have any questions or comments about anything that we're doing. We might be doing some pretty intense stuff this week, as far as ridiculous builds go. And some of it might be right here, if you could see that area. But yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. We have some other stuff coming up too that we're going to talk to you guys about, because are you ready for the shocker? And this is like for anyone who's about to go off grid or go get some land and move. One of the reasons why we wanted to go off grid and to Homestead is because we were tired of paying the amount of money we were paying for rent and bills that were just for ridiculous things, we thought, or at least I thought. I'm sure Zoe did too. We've talked about it. But what has been kind of a shock is that what I estimated our costs would be for doing this thing has like more than doubled. So starting off is not cheap, and a lot of the things that I got quotes for, or things that I just found out how much they were, it's not that, like, it's more. And so basically everything that we've been putting together out here has kind of broken the bank a bit. So we're trying to get our act together so we could get back to doing stuff. I have a zine called Weird Mask, that's like a fiction, like literary fiction and serials and short stories and stuff. genre fiction, pulp fiction, and stuff like that. I'm like way behind on sending my orders out. I'm behind on putting the new issue out. So I got to do that this week too. And like Zoe has a bunch of stuff she needs to get doing. So yeah, so basically what I'm trying to say is if you are looking to off-grid or homestead or anything like that, whatever you have budgeted, double that, and that might be enough to do it to where you're comfortable. So like I said earlier, comment, like, subscribe, share, and let us know how we're doing and how we can make things better.